Hi everybody, so welcome to this video. I am going to be attempting a rainbow eyeshadow look. We'll see how it goes. This is because SeneGence just released a new rainbow collection and I'm super excited to use all of those colors because first of all, I'm a teacher and I just love coloring in general and colors in general. I don't know if that's just like a thing that teachers have or do or feel, but I do. So that's what's going on today. And if you have never seen my face before, hey, my name is Megan. So I'm glad to have you just joining me in my small little corner of the world. And yeah, let's get started. So I zoomed in a little closer, and when I say zoom in, I have absolutely no like real video equipment at all. So what I mean by zoom in is I got a little closer to the screen. Okay. So let me show you real quick what I'm going to be attempting to do. I'm going to try to pop it in right here. If you see this, that means I successfully did it. If not, I guess you're just gonna have to wait till the end to see what I did. I'm not a professional by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. So I want you to realize that if I can do it, you can do it, okay? So I'm not gonna tell you specific brushes. I will tell you, hey, this is what it looks like, because I don't know about you, but when beauty gurus, right? That's the word, right? They go in and like, this is an M45 brush. I'm like, huh? That, like, I feel like that gives no description as to what the brush actually is. Like, you only need to know it if you're gonna buy that exact specific brush. So I'm a visual learner, and I am someone who is like, girl, work with what you have. Like, don't feel like you have to go out and buy the most expensive brushes. Most of these brushes that I have are super like cheap, okay? I only have a couple brushes that I've spent lots and lots of money on, and at this point in my life and in my beauty stuff that I just do in general, like, you don't need it. It's excessive. You don't need it. If you have a couple different brushes that are like, look a few different ways, that do a few different things, then you're set. You don't need to worry about like having all the fancy equipment, okay? You can do it with whatever you have. Just make it work and make it your own. Like, you don't have to do exactly what everyone else is doing. So with the tutorial that I'm doing today, I'm going to show you how I do this look that obviously this lady who did it, she's a professional, like a legit professional, because her eye makeup looks insanely good. But I am going to be using all of the rainbow colors, and yeah, let's go. Now, in terms of supplies that I have with me today, supplies, I feel like I'm going on a hike or something when I say supplies. In terms of things that I have to use on my face today, I don't really have a ton. I have a wide range of very dirty eye brushes that I've just have procured over time. I don't use all of them all the time, and I don't use all of them most of the time either. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just like, I have this brush cleaner from Ulta. You just spray it on and then you like rub it around on a towel, and it, like, you know, for the most part cleans it. And I obviously have a towel. I have the rainbow collection, and I have some other odds and ends to kind of help us with this look. But the first thing I'm going to do is put down a base coat. We want these colors to pop. So what we're going to do first is put down a layer of snow. So snow is just our white ShadowSense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on. I'm going to use a brush. And I'm just going to kind of spread it around. Give myself a good base to work with. And I'm going all the way up to my eyebrows. Now, you may notice I do have some makeup on already. I have my Silk, which is face primer. I have my Tinted Moisturizer and foundation on. I have Terra Cotta BlushSense. I have Silver Rose powder. I'm gonna put some under here too. I have translucent powder, and I have Terra, or no, not terracotta. I have smoked topaz in my brows, and that's it. The base face for this only took me like 5 minutes to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, because I feel like if I don't do both sides at the same time, when I get one eye done, I'm gonna be like, okay, wait, how did I do that again? When I go to the second eye. Now, you can do it however you please. Again, this is your face. You can do it how you want. And again, I am nowhere near perfect. This is probably gonna be pretty rough today. I'm gonna hope to prove myself wrong. But again, like I said earlier, I am not a professional, and I want you to see what real life is like. I feel like there are a lot of people in the beauty community that don't necessarily show you realness. I think they show you a version of realness, but I want to, oh my gosh, now there's a fly in here. See, realness. I just want to show you, like, you don't have to be a YouTuber with 15 million subscribers to, you know, look cute. So that's the goal today. And again, this looks crazy right now, but you know what? Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll work out for all of us. So the first thing I'm gonna do, so this lady, I know I hopefully showed you the picture, you know, and she starts with like a purple on the outside, and then it goes from like purpley to like a little reddy orangish yellow, and then underneath it's kind of like a green turquoisey and then blue. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. So I might make my own version of this look just so I can incorporate all of these colors, but at the same time, we don't know where we're going with this, so it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna start off with indigo, okay? And I will just put a little swatch of indigo on my hand. Okay, and I'm only gonna put it like right here because in her picture, she doesn't really use this color. Also, I'm using a big fluffy blending brush right now. This one is from It Cosmetics. This is one of my more expensive ones that I did end up getting at one point, but it's not really, you don't really need it. You can use other brushes that are cheaper and they can work just fine for you. Okay. The goal is to try to make my eyes look as symmetrical as possible. We'll see how it goes. That's what I have to do usually with my eyebrows too. Try to make them as symmetrical as possible. Because remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Okay, so that's indigo. We're gonna go in with violet now. So this is definitely more of the color that the girl used in the photo. Okay. And she kind of did it halfway in. And we're just gonna put a little on right now. Now with ShadowSense, if you've never used ShadowSense, it is highly pigmented, so a little goes a long way. So it's always good to start out with a little bit and then add more as needed. Sorry, Someone was calling the house and I had to wait for the phone to stop ringing. Okay, now we're moving on to like, we're gonna do a little red. We don't need a ton of red. And at this point, I think I am going to switch my brush. Okay, this is also a cosmetics brush, but again, don't feel like you need to get these. I am putting a little bit on the edge, the tip of this, and I'm just gonna kind of go in right here. And just kind of blotting it into that middle center area. Kind of as like a transition between the purple and the orange that's about to happen. Now on to orange. And this will, like, I don't know if you guys have seen a whole lot of makeup tutorials, but whenever I watch them, I always think, oh my gosh, how is that person gonna make an eye look that actually looks good? And it looks like this to begin with, and then afterwards you're like, oh, that actually does look good. So that's the game plan for this right now. We'll try. We'll do our best. Okay. I am dabbing some orange and going back in with the same brush that I used with the red, and I'm trying to stay within kind of this crease line. But we don't want to go all the way to the inner corner because we are going to still put some yellow on. Okay. Forgot to show you the orange on my hand. There's the orange. I love that SeneGence just called these like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I actually really, really like that. It's very straightforward. You know exactly what color it is. It's awesome. Okay, I'm using the same brush. I did clean it off though. And now I'm going in with yellow. Okay. And this is kind of put right in this tear duct area on both sides. Okay, and I'm actually going to take I'm gonna wipe off this brush with like the excess stuff, and I'm gonna go back in and kind of like blend it down a little bit. So we're definitely getting there. Now it's time for kind of the greenish, turquoisey, bluish color that's happening. I think indigo. Where's indigo? There's like a little bit of indigo happening at the base of these eyelashes. So we're gonna kind of drag some indigo along the base. Now I do have to say this look is more dramatic than I'm used to, if you can't tell. I usually go with a lot of neutrals. Okay, now we're gonna go with some blue. Okay, Okay, well, I'll go back and put yellow on. So this is the blue. Very pretty sky blue. And we're going right underneath that indigo. I feel like she goes down a really far way, which is again something I'm not personally used to. She does, it is kind of dark in that upper area near her waterline, so I'm gonna put a little more indigo down. And then I'm gonna put some green at the base, kind of where this blue and yellow meet. And then I'm gonna do some cleanup. So finally we have the rainbow on there. Can just kind of dry clean up my brush a little bit. And we're gonna put a little bit of green right here. A little bit of green. And then I'm gonna clean off my brush again. I'm just gonna blend it in. Okay. Woo! Crazy! Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brush, a dry brush, and every thing that's outside, I'm going, like the outside edge, I'm gonna kind of blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. Now it's going to be a little difficult because a lot of this has kind of dried at this point. And our makeup does stay pretty dang well. I just don't want it to be as harsh. And I might go back in with a little bit of like concealer or foundation and kind of just clean up everything. See the difference between these two eyes? This one just looks a little more natural. Okay, so you can see it's kind of all blended together a little bit better. I am going to go in and use the same brush that I had my foundation on in Tinted Moisturizer, and I'm just gonna kind of clean up underneath a little bit. I'm not putting on any more product on this brush. I'm just kind of cleaning up these edge lines a little bit better. And getting the sweat off my face. Okay, I'm actually really proud of this. So last thing that I need to do is put on my mascara. I'm gonna put on primer first and then my non-waterproof mascara. Now, because this is primer, it is a different color because it's meant to be covered up with regular mascara. Now, the cool thing about this primer is it's actually helped my lashes grow and it helps condition your lashes. Because it has a product in it called Capixel, and Capixel is known to make hair longer. It stimulates hair growth, which is super cool. Okay, have my primer on. You can like let it set for a minute, or you can just kind of go right back in. I do need to have some Q-tips ready because I'm a mess when it comes to putting on mascara, usually. We'll see how it goes today. Now the cool thing about this mascara is you can layer it. So once I finish these bottom lashes, I'm planning on putting on one more layer. Okay, so here's our finished eye look. There's something in my contact lens, but nothing I can do about it right now. We're gonna finish off with a little something on our lips. Now, I actually don't have any LipSense like right next to me. We're gonna use a ShadowSense. Now, here's a question. What color do we use? I think we'll just go with classic red. This is definitely a cool thing that you can do with your ShadowSense. Now, I would suggest like getting a lip brush, but I don't currently have a lip brush with me, so we are just going to put it on with this. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm like kind of obsessed. Just a little bit. So let's do a little bit of a close-up for you. This is amazing. I love this. So I'm sure you'll see tons and tons of pictures, and thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, for watching this whole thing, and I am obsessed. It looks amazing. Okay, anyway, so if you are someone who is like, dang, I love these colors, dang, that's amazing, let me know, and I have some in stock. I think I have 3 sets of the whole collection. You can choose to get the whole collection and get a free rainbow bag with it, or you can just get 1 or 2 colors, 3 or 4 colors, however many colors you want, and just get them individually shipped to you. So with that being said, thank you again for joining me, and I can't wait to see you guys do this look too. Bye.